Imagine walking into a store and seeing a shiny piece of plastic that promises you the world. In the United States, credit cards are marketed as a symbol of freedom and financial flexibility. But beneath the surface, there is a much darker reality waiting for you. Most Americans don't realize they are walking into a carefully designed trap. Every time you swipe, you aren't just spending money. You are entering a high-stakes game where the house always wins. Today, we reveal the hidden mechanics of how big banks turned your everyday spending into a trillion-dollar gold mine. Right now, credit card debt in America has hit an all-time high, crossing the $1.1 trillion mark. This is not just a number on a screen. It represents millions of families struggling to keep up with rising costs. Banks spend billions of dollars every year on clever advertisements to make sure you keep swiping. They want you to believe that minimum payments are your friend, but in reality, they are the anchor that keeps you drowning in debt for decades. Understanding this debt cycle is the first step toward true financial freedom in a modern economy. Have you ever wondered why it feels easier to spend money with a card than with cash? This is known as frictionless spending. When you hand over a $100 bill, your brain feels a physical sensation of loss. However, when you tap or swipe a card, that pain is removed. Banks and psychologists have worked together for years to make spending feel invisible. By the time you receive your monthly statement, the emotional connection to your purchases is gone, but the financial obligation remains. This psychological trick is exactly how banks encourage overspending daily. The most dangerous weapon in a bank's arsenal is the annual percentage rate, or APR. Most credit cards in the US now carry interest rates between 20% and 30%. This means if you don't pay your balance in full, your debt grows at an explosive rate. Compound interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world when you are saving, but it is a financial nightmare when you are borrowing. Banks rely on the fact that most people don't calculate how much extra they are paying for a simple dinner or a pair of shoes. Banks love it when you only pay the minimum amount due each month. On your statement, it looks like a small, manageable number that helps you stay afloat. But this is a mathematical illusion designed to keep you paying interest for as long as possible. If you only pay the minimum on a $5,000 debt, it could take you over 20 years to pay it off completely. During that time, you might end up paying double or triple the original amount in interest alone. It is a slow-motion robbery of your future wealth. To keep you hooked, banks offer reward points, cash back, and travel miles. While these perks sound great, they are often a distraction from the bigger picture. Most people spend significantly more money just to chase these points. The banks are happy to give you 2% cash back if they can charge you 24% in interest later. It's like a casino giving you a free drink while you lose thousands of dollars at the poker table. Unless you are extremely disciplined, the rewards are rarely worth the risk of carrying a balance. In the United States, your credit score is like a digital reputation that follows you everywhere. It determines if you can buy a house, rent an apartment, or even get certain jobs. Banks use this score to categorize you. Paradoxically, the system rewards you for being in debt as long as you pay it back on time. This forces people to stay within the banking system just to survive. If you don't play the game, your score drops, making your life significantly more expensive. It is a powerful tool of financial control. Interest isn't the only way banks make money from you. There are late fees, annual fees, balance transfer fees, and foreign transaction fees. These small charges add up to billions in pure profit for the financial sector every year. Even if you are a responsible user, banks often hide these terms in long documents that nobody reads. They wait for you to make one small mistake, like missing a payment by a single day, and then they hit you with a massive penalty and a permanent hike in your interest rate. While the middle class is crushed by debt, the top 1% use credit cards very differently. They don't use cards to buy things they can't afford. They use cards as a strategic financial tool. The wealthy use credit to earn massive travel rewards, gain access to elite airport lounges, and protect their purchases with insurance. Most importantly, they pay their balance in full every single month, meaning they never pay a dime in interest. To them, the bank is a service provider, not a master. They are the ones winning the game. Even if you never pay interest, the banks are still making money off you. Every time you use your card at a business, the merchant has to pay a swipe fee, which is usually around 2% to 3%. This fee is quietly passed down to the consumer in the form of higher prices for goods and services. So, even cash buyers are indirectly paying for the credit card system. It is a massive, invisible tax on the entire economy that benefits the large credit card processors and big banks. Credit card companies target young adults and college students aggressively. They know that if they can get you to sign up for your first card at 18, they might have a customer for life. Young people often lack the financial education to understand the long-term consequences of high-interest debt. By offering free t-shirts or small sign-up bonuses, banks lure students into a cycle of spending that can take decades to escape. This early debt often prevents the younger generation from saving for a home or investing early. The advertising budget of a major U.S. bank is larger than the GDP of some small countries. They use sophisticated data and AI to know exactly when you are most likely to spend money. They send you personalized offers for pre-approved cards right when you are browsing for a new car or a vacation. Their goal is to stay at the front of your wallet and the back of your mind. By framing debt as a lifestyle choice, they have successfully rebranded borrowing as a form of modern luxury. So, how do you escape the trap? The first step is awareness. You must stop looking at your credit limit as your money. It is the bank's money, and they are charging you a premium to touch it. Creating an emergency fund is the best way to stop relying on plastic when things go wrong. Most people use credit cards for emergencies because they don't have cash savings. By building a small safety net, you take away the bank's power over your daily life and start building your own security. Financial independence isn't about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. Every dollar you pay in interest to a bank is a dollar that could have been invested in your future. Imagine if the money you currently spend on credit card interest was going into the stock market or a business instead. Over 20 or 30 years, that difference could amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Reclaiming your income from the banks is the fastest way to grow your net worth and build a legacy. The credit card system is a double-edged sword. It can be a tool for wealth if used correctly, or a cage if used recklessly. The banks have their strategy. It's time you had yours. Start by paying off your high-interest debt, understanding the math behind your statements, and refusing to be another statistic in the trillion-dollar debt pile. If you found this deep dive helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We are here to help you navigate the complex world of finance and take back control.